welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today I'm excited to be giving you a little slice of my homeland as we talk the top 10 scary British superstitions. We are a superstitious bunch, us Brits, with thousands of years of history coming up with weird rules to live by. Stay tuned, but before we get into the video, I want to ask you guys what superstitions you have in your country. Let me know your traditions in the comment section down below. I can't wait to read them. Also, while you're down there, why don't you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already yet. We're so close to 5 million. Also, please do stick around to the end of the video where I'll be reading out some responses to your comments from a previous video. Alright, let's do this. Coming into number 10, we have the Upsidedown Horseshoe. In the UK, horseshoes are a big symbol of good luck. This is for a number of reasons. One being that they're made from iron and forged in fire, which makes them representative of something strong and unbreakable. In folklore, goblins and demons are said to be afraid of iron. Also, horses don't seem to feel pain when horseshoes are hammered to their feet, which leads many people to believe that they're magical. A lot of people hang horseshoes in or outside of their homes in the UK, and it is also customary to give a bride a horseshoe on her wedding day. The two prongs are supposed to collect and store good luck. Great, sure, but woe betide you if you ever invert that horseshoe. Like, ever. Conversely, an upside down horseshoe is terrible luck in Britain. Any luck stored would immediately be poured out and lost. Others say that an upside down horseshoe would actually attract negativity. Sticking with shoes at number 9, we have new shoes on the table. Has anyone seen Blood Brothers the musical? I'm pretty sure it's the only musical that Danny's ever seen. Anyway, one of the major omens in the musical that foreshadows the death of the twins is new shoes on the table. This is a classic British superstition. Shoes have a lot of superstition and cultural implications across the world, but in the UK, new shoes on the table is a terrible omen that invites bad luck into your life. Some people believe it signifies that you will have a fight with someone that you love, others say that it's a death omen, which is probably linked to the tradition of placing minors' old shoes on a table in the event of their death at work. Cheery. Coming into number 8, never open an umbrella indoors. Like, never, don't do it. Freaks me out even thinking about it. Opening a brolly, as we call it in the UK, is a surefire way to invite bad luck if you do it inside. In fact, they say opening an umbrella indoors will mean bad luck will rain on you. Some say it is an insult to the sun god, others say it's an insult to the guardians of your home. Opening an umbrella indoors practically can actually cause you ill fortune because you could break something, but in British superstition, it runs much deeper than that. Coming into number 7, you should never sweep on New Year's Day. So this is a Scottish tradition and one that I observed this year as a precautionary measure. My friend Denise, who's Scottish, shout out Denise if you're watching, actually told me about this and I really did not want any 2019 bad luck. So it is bad luck to start the new year with a dirty house, so you should always clean your house and take your bins out and tidy before New Year. But when the clock strikes 12, you should not do any sweeping, vacuuming or mopping until the 2nd of January. Now the reason for this is because you will sweep away all of the good luck for the year, which really isn't what you want. Coming into number 6, we have salt over the shoulder. If you spill salt in the UK, it is a terrible omen. In order to protect yourself from bad luck when you spill salt, you have to throw some over your left shoulder. Now the reasoning is because when you spill the salt, the devil is invited to watch over you. Sure. Throwing salt is said to be in order to get him in the eye, so basically throw the salt at the devil. This distracts him from causing you any trouble. If you don't throw any salt when you spill salt, watch out, the devil's here. Coming in at number 5, never pass on the stairs. Stairs can be dangerous if you aren't using them properly. Once I fell down the stairs and actually fractured my leg, and a lot of older people end up having falls when climbing up or down the stairs. In the UK, it is absolutely bad luck to trip up on the stairs, but I guess that just makes sense. Crossing on the stairs, however, is the utmost bad luck in the UK. It's bad luck for both parties involved as well, you just don't want to be involved in it. It suggests that you will come across a great conflict in the near future. I didn't realize it wasn't a thing elsewhere in the world. When I come across other people on the stairs in Canada, I either walk back up or down so we don't have to cross, and usually people will look at me like I'm mad, but it's because I don't want you to get bad luck, so really you should be thanking me. Coming into number 4, never leave a white tablecloth out overnight. Never leave a white tablecloth out overnight on a table, as it is a sign that you will need a shroud in the house in the near future. A shroud is a traditional burial garment, so basically the superstition is saying that someone will die soon if you leave it out. Honestly, not ideal. Similarly, 13 people should never dine together, as the first to leave the table will be the first to die in the group. Coming into number 3, we have 3 drains in a row. Never walk over 3 drains in a row. In the UK, people believe this will bring you terrible, terrible, terrible luck. Some have no idea what bad luck is coming, just it simply is bad to do it. Others say that it's a sign that a lot of people will walk over your grave one day. There's also an old British belief that if you shudder, it's because someone's walking over your gravestone. They could be linked. If you do accidentally walk over 3 drains, you can remedy the bad luck by spitting on the last drain, or finding a solitary drain to walk over. Coming into number 2, you must always salute the magpie. Seeing a magpie on its own is a terrible omen in the UK. We have a rhyme that applies to the spotting of magpies. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy. Although the original rhyme is 1 for sorrow, 2 for mirth, 3 for a wedding, and 4 for death. 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret not to be told, 8 for heaven, 9 for hell, 10 for the devil's own cell. If you see 1 magpie, it is an omen of sorrow. 4 is an omen of death, 9 for hell, and of course 10 for the devil. Back he is again. In order to rid yourself of the bad luck associated with seeing magpies, you must always salute them. If you see just 1 magpie, you should salute and say, "Hello Mr. Magpie, how's your wife?" Good. Great. We're all crazy. Finally, an urban legend and a superstition and fear all in one, we have the ravens of the Tower of London. Ravens in a lot of culture are bad omens, but for the UK, specifically the Crown, they are absolutely necessary. We need them, if not bad luck will ensue. Ever since the Tower of London has stood, which in some form has been for the best part of 1,000 years, there have been ravens there. We don't know why the ravens came, where they came from, and why they want to stay, but the superstition and legend is that the tower must have at least 6 ravens, if not the British monarchy will fall. The legend is enduring and was delivered to King Charles II on a need-to-know basis. He was considering having all the ravens killed, but it was only then that he was told that he shouldn't do it. It must have been passed down through word of mouth for generations. Since the 1600s, we have been keeping ravens there forcibly. Today, there's an actual raven master, a beef eater whose job it is to tend to the captive ravens at the tower. Currently, we have 6 and a spare. Their names right now are Hardy, Thor, Odin, Gwenelm, Cedric, Eugene, and Munin. They all sound like lads. Good on you, ravens. At one point in history, the ravens did almost leave the tower. During World War II, they couldn't abide by the sounds coming from the bombing of London. Luckily though, 1 remained and the UK did not fall, nor did the monarchy. So guys, that was the top 10 scary British superstitions. Did you learn something? Do you have similar superstitions in your country? Let me know in the comments section down below, because honestly, I am fascinated by this kind of thing. Also, while you're down there leaving me a comment, why don't you like this video? And also, if you look in our description box, there are links to our Instagram. Alright, before I go, I just want to read some comments quickly from the top 10 terrifying things astronauts have said. Now, I love a good space video, and Kerry Ann says the same thing. She says, "I love space and learning things like this. This is right up my street." Me too. Space. It's cool. Donovan Hagen said, "There is life out there. I find the idea ridiculous that there are billions of stars out there and not one of them have a planet like ours. Honestly, I think you're right." Ruben Cornio said what everyone was thinking when they wrote "Space snakes, WTF?" Honestly, I know. What are the snakes doing in space? I need answers. I need answers. So guys, we have reached the end of our video. Once again, don't forget to let me know the superstitions of your country and if you are a superstitious person. Honestly, some of the ones on this list, I would not do it. I would never open an umbrella inside or put shoes on a table. Just freaks me out to my soft British core. Anyway, I'm off. Thank you for watching this video. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and I'll see you next time.